Hey guys, Oscar here, and today I want to answer a question from one of my followers or friends. Her name is Susie or Suzette. She is an assistant, an admin assistant to high-level executives, but she doesn't like doing that too much. I mean, she likes doing what she does, but she wants to spend more time with her kids and all that stuff. So she asked me how she can start a business online revolving around that profession. And it's actually very, very easy. The way that you do it is start a website. So you need to find a good domain and set up a WordPress website there. Then you can install a couple of different plugins to help you establish other assistants profiles. So you're going to, I'll get to how you're going to do it, but you need a plugin to help you establish what I would call staff profiles. You need a plugin like WooCommerce to be able to charge money for the product or service. And then you need a scheduling plugin to be able to book the resources, which in this case would be the people. And the way that you start doing this is you, of course, as an assistant yourself, and I'm now speaking directly to you, Susie, you would start a blog talking about what it is that an assistant does for VPs, how you would go about doing certain things. You talk about the industry, you talk about best practices. Basically, you follow the formula of blogging so that you can establish yourself as an expert, as an authority, and as a trusted source of this type of information. Your target audience will be executives that are in search of an assistant, of course. And with the globalization of business right now and the ease of use of online services, you're going to take advantage of what's called a virtual assistant service. You're going to provide that to your executives and your CEOs and even just business owners that need help with that. And the way that you do that is that you will start by being the first one to do that. And you can set your rate on your website or on a per quote basis. And you can then use something like FreshBooks. I'll put the links down below. And FreshBooks has a plugin for WordPress. So you can integrate all of this into your website very easily, very inexpensive. You can do it all yourself, or you can get somebody to help you with it. And once you set that up, you can say, well, contact me for a quote so we can discuss, how we can best serve you. And you can offer things like data entry, billing, receivables. You can field calls. You can use a remote phone service and actually take phone calls for that person and then route them to them. You could be a live virtual assistant. So for example, if there's an executive that works normal hours, 8 to 5, and they want somebody to be fielding calls and emails, you could offer the service where you're actually doing that on a real-time basis. The other way a virtual assistant works is that they take on tasks and they have a turnaround time of maybe 4 hours, 8 hours, 24 hours. So then you get to work whenever you want to complete those tasks, of course, within the time promised. But the way that you would take advantage of the online world and minimize your work would be to hire more people that work for you, but they work only on a commission basis, on a performance basis. So you don't pay them, you simply interview them, you vet them. If they need training, you provide that training, and you can do that training online. You can simply create small videos or specific SOPs, which means standard operating procedures on how to handle certain things. And after they've gone through the training, or you verify that they know what they're doing, you make them available to hire. And what people can do, like a CEO or an executive can go through your website and say, oh, I would like Susie to work for me, or I want John to work for me, or Marianne, or whatever it is. And then you send them a quote based on the amount of hours that you want. Now, here are some of the caveats for you. You are competing on a global market. So in the world of virtual assistant, there's a lot of competition, which is a good thing. But you need to keep in mind that you are competing with people in Eastern Europe, Southeast Asia, India, And those markets are able to offer very, very low rates. So you need to pride yourself and offer something unique and something that provides tremendous value. Whether it is a perfect English, so you don't have a thick accent that is hard to understand, or whether it is a more professional level of commitment to the customer. Perhaps some of the virtual assistant services give you whoever is available at the time to complete tasks, and the tasks have to be fairly simple, like fielding emails, finding leads online, things that are very easy to do, so anybody can do them. You can offer something where the virtual assistant is actually personalized to the client, and over a period of a few weeks to a couple of months, they become so acquainted with the person that they should feel as if you were actually sitting in their office next to them. So you would be available to receive text messages, phone calls, field phone calls, and help with all that stuff. So that would be how you start. So again, you need a simple website. WordPress base would be all that you need. You need a few plugins, scheduling, resources, a shopping plugin. WooCommerce is recommended. Start a blog. And also, besides the blog, you need a special section that describes your services. And if you don't know how to start that or how to write about it, one, you can hire a copywriter to help you. Or two, just go out and do some searches and find people that are already doing this and follow the same model. There's no need to reinvent the wheel. And the way that you advertise for that stuff is you can put Facebook ads, you can talk on Twitter, you can put on Instagram, and you simply provide the services that you're talking about. You talk about those services with your blog, social media, and the best way that you would, that I think you would find to advertise would be in LinkedIn. LinkedIn ads are super inexpensive right now because people don't know how to use them yet, and it's a very, very niche market. But for you, a lot of the people that need your services are in LinkedIn. Another place that you would be able to find leads and customers would be on business Facebook groups and business forums where you see business owners talking about their different things. So the main challenges you're going to have are getting people to see your business and to talk about your business. But you can do that all through the blog and through social media. In order for you to make this profitable, you need a team of people. First, you need to establish your value and set forth the example of how the business is going to be. And once you've done that, you're going to hire other people to follow your example, and you're going to take a piece of their billings. So let's say that you get to charge $75 an hour, $50 an hour, whatever it may be. You may be charging a 10% fee for you and let the person keep most of the money. That way, they will be happy, they will be loyal, but you get a little bit of what they make. And over time, if you get 12 people, 20 people, 30 people to be working at the same time, you may not need to do any work by yourself other than manage that team and manage the website, which is really all about being an administrative assistant, except you're doing it for yourself. I hope that answers that question. It's fairly easy on paper, and the technical parts are very easy to do. The challenge is getting people to see your business, getting people to trust you, and getting the actual people to pull out their wallet, pay you with a credit card, and get that business started. So if you have any other questions, please let me know down in the comments, send me an email. And if you have questions about your own business and how you could start something, then let me know. You know how to contact me, and I'll see you guys on the next video.